Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kyung Jones. I also go by Grace, and if you're new, hello, this is a psychology and fitness YouTube channel. So right now it's 8:17 in the morning, Saturday morning, and I'm just making my intro before I head out for some quad workout, some back and bicep workout, and a little bit of cardio since my photo shoot is coming up next Saturday. It's crazy how fast time flies. But anyways, today I'll be showing you guys my glute and hamstring workout that I recorded this week. And I instead of writing every single workout per clip, I actually wrote down all the workouts I did, how many sets and reps I did. So if you guys want to follow my workout, all you gotta do is screenshot the workout. So before we begin with the glute and hamstring tutorial workout, I did a video, it was on episode 20, I did a video on self-love and how I learned how to truly love myself. And if you guys want to check it out, just click on the link below and it'll take you right there. So something that I'm starting to do is every week I have a new topic. And I'm still kind of brainstorming right now, so it's not perfect. So give me about a month or two to make it perfect. But what I did is I created a YouTube video on self-love, and then on my Instagram and my Facebook is a personal Facebook, but my Instagram is for the public. I talk about that specific topic that I made a video on, and it was about self-love. And yeah, so that's what I'm planning on doing right now. That's what I'm planning on doing temporarily, just to test the waters and stuff like that. And yeah, so if you guys want to see anything, because I know that a lot of people who watch YouTube, they don't have Instagram, and you have Instagram but you don't have YouTube, and it's so many social media things that you gotta handle. So if you guys want to see something anything psychology related, like how I got over my eating disorder, or how I got from fat to skinny to muscle. Let's see, how I overcame my physical sexual abuse. Just let me know in the comments below. And if you guys feel uncomfortable, because I do understand that some people feel uncomfortable commenting below on this video because it's public, just DM me on Instagram. If you don't have Instagram, feel free to email me at psychologyandfitness@gmail.com. So yeah, so without further ado, here is my glute and hamstring workout tutorial. If you guys liked it, please give this video a thumbs up, share with your friends, your families, and remember to show yourself some little bit of extra love, if you know what I'm saying. And I'll catch you guys next Saturday. Bye you guys. So the first workout that I did was your barbell hip thrust. I warmed up with 135, and today I went moderately light just because I was thinking more of a muscle to mind connection, so I'm doing more of a higher rep. So as you guys can notice here, and I always talk about this in my previous glute tutorial video, that there's some people like to point their toes out and some people like to point their toes forward. Personally, for me, I like to put my toes out just because it targets more of the outer glute area. When performing this exercise, a lot of people say that they feel it on their back. Basically, what you want to do is you want to thrust your hip up while the barbell is a little bit below your pelvic bone. If you go any higher, one, your pelvic bone is going to hurt, and number two, you're going to feel it more on your lower back. You're going to feel it more on your glutes. And if you feel it on your back, just drop the weight. Like I always say, leave your ego at the door. So for our second exercise, this is your dumbbell Romanian deadlift. When you are going down, make sure you have a good stretch on your hamstring. Make sure that you do your muscle to mind connection, and as you reach top, make sure to give your glutes a good squeeze to activate those glutes, because you want your glutes to grow, you better be squeezing them. And after that, I did a side to side plyo jumping step ups. I don't even know what to call it. But I do this just mainly to just keep my heart rate going. Yeah. And on to our third workout. This is a single leg Bulgarian split squat. As you guys can see, I'm just holding onto one dumbbell, and on the other hand, I'm holding on to a barbell just so that I can focus on the leg that I'm working on. I do your traditional Bulgarian squat where you hold on to two dumbbells. But right now, or at this moment, I wasn't really focused on keeping a good balance, but I was mainly focusing on the leg that I was working on. So, I mean, this is great, especially if you decide that you want to push yourself and go a little bit heavier. This is great. I know, man, I wish I had this up here, but when a lot of people do lunges, they use the sole of their foot when they push from the floor. However, if you want to target your hamstring and your glute, you really don't want to press from the sole of your foot, but from the heel of your foot. So when I do basically any workout where I want to incorporate just my hamstring and my glutes, I always push from the heel of my foot rather than the sole of my foot. That way you target more of your glutes and your hamstring area. And of course, you got your donkey kickback. One of the main complaints that I hear from women is that they feel it on their lower back. One of the best ways to prevent that from happening is keeping your neck and your upper body parallel to each other. Also, make sure that when you're kicking back, on the top, you're squeezing your glutes and you come down slowly. That way, you can actually feel that muscle to mind connection. The reason I'm ahead up is those two guys that would just walk past by. Those are my gym buddies at Gold. So yeah, as you guys can see here, I'm not so slow in control because, you know, I think this was like my fourth set, so I was really freaking burned out. Now this is your cable Romanian deadlift. As you guys can see, I put three little platforms on top of each other just because I wanted a nice good stretch. This goes the same for every other workout that I've been telling you guys, that the main goal is muscle to mind connection and not using your lower back to get back up. But that's when you want to activate your glutes to bring you up rather than using your lower back. This is something that I've done this for quite some time now, but for the past month and a half, I tested out something, and basically what I do is when I'm doing this specific movement, or I could even do this with a barbell or even with dumbbells, but what I like to do is spread my knees apart. So as I'm going down, I'm just imagining and this is gonna sound really inappropriate, but basically like spreading my knees apart from each other, so that way I can feel it more on my outer glute and my outer hamstring area, because that's where I always want to focus on when it's not, you know, quad focus day. Okay, so walking lunges. I hate lunges. I've always said I hate lunges, but it is amazing for you. Like I previously told you, when I focus on my hamstrings and my glutes, I never ever press with the sole of my foot, but from the heel of my foot. As you guys can see from my walking lunges here, I don't lunge and then stop. I just keep on lunging, left, right, left, right. Just make sure that you have proper form. Make sure that you're pushing from the heel of your foot rather than the sole of your foot if you want to feel it on your hamstring. And of course, if you want to get that full, complete booty workout, you need that booty blaster, right? I really like this machine that we have at Gold's Gym. I know like some people stop and they ask me why I don't go all the way down. The reason behind that is because when I do go all the way down, I feel it on my quads. And like I said, this is a hamstring and glute day, so my main target is what? My hamstring and glute. So what I like to do is I point my toes out once again so that I can feel it on my outer glutes. I have my knees slightly bent and I have my glute that I'm working on activated the entire time, meaning I'm squeezing my glutes as I'm going down and I'm squeezing my glute when I'm going up. Give it a try, it's amazing. When you're not serious about your cane, you only use 2 45 plates at 110 I'm talking about self-love is loving yourself enough to let the negative situation go.